My choice is Toronto Man's number.
It's time to play the Toronto Man's Dating Game. Here are your hosts, Darren and Deepa.
Yes, good morning to you. It is the Toronto Man's Dating Game. Sam East of Sam and Dames fame, afternoons on Virgin Radio. She is our bachelorette today, and she's going to meet 3 young men that we have selected to maybe find her match, to find her marriage.
Sam, I want you to know one thing, okay? We had many applicants who wanted to take you out on a date. But the thing is, producer Leah spent hours and hours and hours sifting through these men, and she's picked 3 great options for you. Okay. I've seen them, Sam. And oh boy.
Are you nervous this morning?
I'm nervous, yeah, because there's a lot of uncertainty. I don't know what's in store. There's this big divider in the studio right now. I am not allowed to see these men. I am not allowed to look at my phone. It's going to be confiscated. It's very serious business.
Yeah, we don't mess around when it comes to this.
No.
You look fantastic, but more importantly, you are here looking for love, 34 years old. We've been talking about this a day for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
You just got out of a longish term relationship.
Very long. 8 years. 8 years.
8
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
8 years. Yeah.
Are you honestly ready to get into a new relationship? Because that's a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I have only recently started opening up about this on the air, but I have been single for a year. So I've taken a lot of time to heal and to process through this, but also have gotten some experience in the dating world. So I have my finger on the pulse, and I know what it's like out there, and it's rough.
Yeah.
And I'm open to and open-minded and hearted to a new experience.
Well,
here.
I'm kind of curious about how you know now is the time that you're ready for a new and serious relationship.
Yeah, I think I feel it. I really feel it instinctually that I have done the work on myself, and I'm ready for the series. I want to build a life with someone.
Shall we bring in the men?
Can we do it?
It is time. Let's bring in your 3 Toronto Mans.
Go!
Toronto Man's number 1 is Michael. He is 26 years old. He loves the gym.
Yep.
He loves listening to music, and he loves coffee.
Important to know. All right.
Toronto Man's number 2 is Andrew. Good morning, Andrew. Andrew's 38 years old. He loves comedy, obviously. He believes he's a 7 out of 10, and he's passionate about his work.
He's higher than a 7 out of 10.
I agree.
Okay.
It's a hot room.
Modest, very modest.
And Toronto Man's number 3 is John. John, good morning. You're a carpenter with a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. You always need to be on time. That's going to be a situation. You are also married, and you have a child who is 3. First of all, gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. This is such a thrill. Before we get into the questions, Michael, Toronto Man's number 1. You're 26 years old. You're 8 years younger than Sam. Why do you think you're ready for this?
I mean, I feel like I've been through the ringer. I've had some pretty serious relationships, pretty not so serious situationships.
Okay.
And I'm kind of tired of the dating pool. Someone told me one time that the dating pool has pee in it. I can wholeheartedly say that's fact.
Yeah, can vouch for that.
What was it about Sam that you're like, hey, you know what? I got to be with Sam East?
I mean, other than the fact that she's absolutely gorgeous.
Hey.
She's very funny. She seems goofy. I'm also Filipino.
Okay.
So I'm very family oriented.
Family's important to you.
Very important.
Well, and Sam, your mother slept over at your house last night to prepare you for today.
Yeah, my mom is, I say this lovingly, a bit of a stage mom, and is very supportive of everything and critical of what I do. She almost came to this today.
She did?
You 3 boys should be happy she's not here, because she would be putting you through the ringer, I'm telling you.
Sam, I don't like number 2. I don't know.
Sorry, what was that?
All right, Toronto Man number 2, Andrew, you're 38. You're a comedian, by all accounts, quite successful. A lot of your videos have gone viral. You're quite the talk of the Toronto scene.
Wow.
Do you do comedy full time? Do you have a day job?
I just wanted to say to Sam first, magandang umaga.
Wow, galing.
Kumusta po?
Galing.
Okay. I learned Filipino last night on Duolingo.
Tagalog,
Wow.
right?
Tagalog.
Yeah,
That's what I meant
but
to say.
we'll let it slide. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Hey, for effort.
Wow.
Okay, and we'll move on. I do comedy full time. Yeah.
Okay.
And I work for a startup as well on the side.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
And actually, the startups, we do meditations as well, meditation retreats. I know Sam's into meditation. So.
Okay.
All right.
You read
Yeah.
my bio.
Yeah, no kidding. This is,
20 points.
he's imprinted himself on your personality. Andrew, you want to get into a real relationship. The comedy scene's pretty chaotic. I'm sure you've dated your share of comedians. What? Not at all. Okay, very
No,
good.
I don't date comedians. They're insane.
That's very smart.
Yeah.
Well,
You
okay, so
understand.
are you insane?
Absolutely not. No, I'm sane. I've done the work. I've gone to therapy, and
He's got all those buzzwords that you've been throwing out there for the last 3 weeks.
it's a good question. Most comedians are crazy. But no, I'm not. I would think I'm sane. But that's what sane people say.
Yeah.
I know. So who knows?
As you're laughing with the biggest grin on your face, you're like, I'm not insane. Okay.
The Joker smile.
Sure, Andrew.
And let's meet John, Toronto man's number 3, 30 years old, a carpenter with a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. Where does blue rank on the belt system?
It's only the second one. So I'm halfway on the blue, going to purple right now.
Wait, blue is only the second belt?
I thought that was the high.
Oh, I thought it was like...
Under black.
Oh, so you're like just over white?
Yes, but it's
Oh.
jiu-jitsu is the hardest one to get to black belt.
Yeah.
So it's a big journey to get there.
I got you, but you've
And,
just started your journey.
Like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Good for
Okay,
you.
so you're fit. It's important to you to be physically active and be outdoors.
It is. And also, I didn't learn anything in Filipino because I want her to teach me.
Let's go.
Done.
You were married for 8 years.
Yes.
You have
I
a
was-
3-year-old child.
Yep.
So how does that affect you dating? Because obviously your child is priority one, and there's a lot to negotiate. It's not as clean, say, as our Toronto man number 1, who's 26 years old and doesn't necessarily. I don't want to use the word baggage because that's not correct.
No.
No.
Other
It's
responsibilities.
responsibilities, yeah.
Responsibilities.
Yeah, so I only have him every other weekend. I'm trying to get him more often, but right now it's not as easy.
I believe that. I believe that.
Every time I'm free and I'm with them, it comes with me no matter what.
Of course.
And your child comes first. Full stop. Period.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
after-
there's nothing that comes before him.
And rightfully so. And after 8 years of marriage and being single for a while, why now? Why are you now ready to get back in the dating scene seriously?
So I was married 8 years, but I was with that girl for 14 to 15.
Jesus.
Wow.
So
How old are
she
you?
I'm 30.
So what? You were,
So you were like 15 when you started
Yes.
dating?
Oh my
her?
God, you're on the
we
Deeper
met-
Prashad dating schedule.
Same.
We met back in Portugal,
Yeah.
and she came here, and the year later I came here, and after 15 years, I guess she fell in love with someone else.
Oh,
And
man.
that's all right, but
Are you ready to get into another long-term relationship? Seriously.
I am completely ready.
Okay.
I can't take it one night stands.
No.
I'm not that kind of person. I can't do it.
And how long have you been single for, by the way?
Since last September.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting.
Enough time, I think.
You do? 6 months? That's interesting.
No, it's not enough time.
That's really interesting. We have 3 really interesting
Yes.
bachelors here. It is time for Sam to interrogate our 3 Toronto man. So let's get serious.
Serious stuff.
The
Okay.
floor is yours. Question number 1. Go ahead.
All right, Toronto man's number 1. That's Michael, right? Michael, do you think cheating is a deal breaker, or can people bounce back from that?
Oh, it's absolutely a deal breaker. I've been through situations where the other person wasn't loyal. I like to think that I'm an extremely loyal person. I don't really play about that. When you're locked down with one person, you should be locked down with one person. If you want to play around, don't be locked down with
Interesting.
Get out of the relationship.
Sam loves cheating, so that's a red flag.
Sorry, you're fine.
Darren, you're supposed to be helping me out here, man. No, I do have a follow-up to that, and
Okay.
I appreciate it, because I think, Michael, what you said is the answer that everyone thinks they want to hear. And of course, you don't want anyone who's going behind your back. But as we've been talking about a lot, there's a lot of beautiful people in Toronto. What happens, you're in a relationship and you find yourself attracted to someone? How does that play out with your committed partner that you're with?
Interesting.
I mean, in the times that that's happened to me, I've always held strong to being with the person I was with. I mean, attraction is one thing, but a bond is different. If you want to be with that person, you kind of look past just looks. Attraction is great. Yeah, people look great. Toronto has the prettiest girls in the city.
That's true.
Thank you.
But
You live in
that's
North
all
York.
very-
He was talking about Toronto.
that's all very surface level. I'm looking for more than just how good the other person looks.
Okay, very good. Wise beyond his 26 years.
Yeah,
Yes, I
sounds like
appreciate
it.
that. Thank you. Toronto man's number 2, that's Andrew. Hello. Kissing on a first date. Again, I did not write these questions, all right? I
Just read the question.
God. Kissing on a first date, yay or nay? And the follow-up is tongue or no tongue?
Great question. That's a great question.
That's a crazy question.
It
I would
is.
say no touching for the first 6 months,
Wow.
at least.
Sam's like, no.
I mean, you can kiss if you want. Yeah, I think the longer you hold out, the better, though.
Oh.
If you want to throw a little tongue, though, I mean, like, I don't know. Is this Cancun, Mexico?
What's your experience been like when you've been on a first date? Have you kissed someone on the first date?
I mean, I have in my 20s. Now in my 30s, I take her real slow.
Okay, what's the threshold then?
That's really interesting.
What's the dating rule there? How long until you make contact in that way?
I don't know. Maybe like you got to go definitely a couple dates. You got to build a rapport before you get sexual. That's the thing.
That's
Because
really
then it becomes
interesting.
all about the physical, and then well, what are we? You know.
So, Andrew, are you protecting yourself or the possibility of the relationship? Does something happen to you if you hook up with someone too quickly? Because I know a lot of guys, if they hook up with somebody very quickly, then all of a sudden they're embarrassed. It's an embarrassing situation. They don't want to follow through in a relationship. Is this something that you're dealing with or have dealt with?
No, I have dealt with it in my 20s. I think, to be serious, the biggest mistake people make is hooking up on the first date because then it becomes all about physical.
I can see what you're saying.
So you have to build the rapport so that it becomes more. Because if you're with someone for 10 years, it's not going to be physical.
Right.
It's going to be more than just that, right?
Good answer.
Okay, then
Someone just texted 999, Andrew just lost. No, come on.
oh no. No, but look, listen, guys, I know that this is a vulnerable thing and it's a little nerve-wracking. I want you to give the real answers, though, because these are really
I
great.
think that was real.
No, I know, and it is a real answer.
I'll kiss you right now if you want.
Whoa. One step
All
at
right,
a time
settle
there.
down. Back in your box.
I won't do that.
No, but what I mean is
Sorry.
because physical compatibility is also a component of this. Okay, we want to build that connection, no doubt, but you know how important is that to you?
Physical is, of course, is important, but you can see the person get an energy. The kissing and like the actual rest of it is learned behavior. You can figure out each other right after a while.
Question number 3 for Toronto Man's number 3, John. Hello,
Hi.
John. What's your feeling about just a random woman with a messy bathroom?
That's Sam, by the way.
Yeah.
Messy in a sense of clothes everywhere? Or
Gross.
messy,
Hair in the sink.
Hair.
Extension glue probably stuck to the
eyelashes
mirror. Eyelashes
everywhere.
stuck to the sideboard.
If that's you, we can clean up together.
Oh,
Are you a
okay.
clean or a messy person?
I live by myself, so I have to be clean.
Okay, but I don't know if you know the depths of this. I'm a very messy person by nature. We have a very busy job. Sometimes I come home like I don't feel like cleaning. How does that land for you? Just with a partner in general, someone who's not naturally tidy.
So I get home early, and you start working at 3, right? You work 3 to 7. So
Yep.
I can clean before you get home.
Oh my God.
Sweetheart.
He's a provider. What did I say?
And you
Okay.
don't even have to pay for that service. It just comes as part of the package.
Sam, you've got time for one more question, and then it is time to say goodbye to one of these Toronto
Oh my
Mans.
God, what?
I know. So pick one of those remaining questions, and then one of these Toronto Mans
Oh
is
my
going to
God.
be going to be sadly.
Can I ask this question to all of them and see how they respond? Do I have time?
She's also a pain in the ass, though. Just heads up.
I sure am. That's me, baby. Okay, if I come home from a super stressful day here, how are you going to help relax me?
I can give you a nice massage. I'm good at that.
Strong hands.
Yes. And or at the other side, if you just want me to leave and be by yourself, I'll do it. You know, whatever you want, I'll do it.
Oh my God.
Respect my space.
Say
Okay.
anything you want. He's gonna
Anything
do
I
it.
want.
Anything.
You would be the dominant in this relationship, Sam. It sounds
Dom?
like if that's your thing.
You're the oldest one, so you'll be.
Oh,
The oldest.
he's
That's-
respecting his elders.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Age is just a number.
Okay, all right.
Toronto Man's number 2. How would you relax Sam after a stressful day?
Okay.
Considering your answer about the kissing, let's see where this goes.
Okay. Well, let's a stressful day. Why don't we start? We'll go get a foot massage in Chinatown. $40 an hour. It's great. They give you a tea. It's delicious. Then we get some chicken chow mein with beef and broccoli.
Oh my goodness.
And then I buy you one of those back scratchers for like $2.99.
Wow. Okay.
We'll go for a stroll.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And Toronto Man's number 1, Michael, 26 years old. How are you going to de-stress our stressed up Sam?
Well, the way that I usually go about doing that is by the time I'm assuming we're kind of together, so I would usually have maybe your favorite snack, maybe your favorite drink.
What's that? Cheetos and
Ketchup, chips, and New Girl. Oh, great. Yeah.
But like number 3 said, unless you just don't, if you want to be left alone, if you're good with being, you need some quiet time, I'm totally fine with being quiet in the same room as someone. That shows a lot, I think.
Okay.
You're comfortable with them.
All right, Sam, it is time. You've got 30 seconds to walk us through your decision, and then you have to say goodbye to one of our
Oh
Toronto
my
Mans.
God, the pressure's on. Listen, I'm
How
not
are you
just.
feeling? Walk us through your thoughts.
I'm nervous because you all seem great. I can't see you, but what I'm sensing is you're all good guys. Good job, producer Leah. You narrowed that down real well.
I did.
Oh my God. What am I going to do? I
Say
don't wanna
goodbye
do
to
this.
who is going home. It is time.
You have to say bye to
God, okay.
3, 2, 1. Who is going home, Sammy?
I'm so sorry. Toronto Man's number 1. I'm so sorry. It's not because you're not great. Oh God, this is awful.
Toronto Man's number 1.
I'm such a disgrace to my people.
Come and meet Sam.
All right.
Michael, 26 years old, goes to the gym, is Filipino. Sam has said, love you, thanks, but no thanks.
Oh, he's a sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart. No matter what, Michael, you're going to find love in your life.
I thought I gave the right answers. Sam, if you see this, my DMs are always open. My DMs are always open. It's until it's solidified. It ain't solidified. You know what I mean?
So our 2 Toronto Mans remaining. Andrew, who's 38, he's a comedian. He is Toronto Man's number 2. Toronto Man's number 3, John, carpenter with a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, was married, has a child. That is not a deterrent to Sam. Let's get to the rapid fire round, and then you are going to have to make your decision, Sam.
Let's do this. Toronto Man's number 2. That's Andrew. Physical attraction is important. But what do you think is your hottest physical attribute, especially since I can't see you? So you better sell this.
Physical. I have a nice smile.
Let's see it.
Can we vouch?
Oh, you do.
Do it now.
You are
I
right.
can't-
No, you have nice smile, nice lips
I've
and
also
teeth.
been told I look like Hugh Jackman with leukemia. So
I don't know how to react to that.
I actually see it.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing, though.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question. Toronto Man's number 3, John. Is body count important to you? I didn't write these questions. Is body count important to you?
It doesn't bother me at all. As long as if you're with me, you're with me, period.
I got you.
You're nice.
Okay, that's a very mature response.
Loyalty
Yes.
matters.
2 more questions. Sam, go ahead.
Oh my God. This is a tough thing. Okay. Andrew, back to you. How soon will you give me a key to your place? Not in a weird way. Not in a weird way at all. It's just tough out here, you know?
He just threw it over the wall to Sam.
He's like, catch it.
The honest question is like with the key, I don't even know, like a couple months maybe, and
Okay.
You get to know each other before you do.
There's no wrong answers here.
No,
You're in a
not at
safe
all.
space, pal.
Oh my God. Okay. John, what is your biggest red flag?
It's a tough
That
question.
is a very
Yeah.
hard one.
That's
John.
you got to be honest with yourself here.
Yeah.
I think maybe sometimes if I think that I'm right and someone is telling me I'm wrong, but I'm 100% sure I'm right, I can be a little,
Stubborn?
yeah.
Interesting.
And I need to learn how to, yeah, all right, that's fine. You're
Except
completely
that.
good.
Okay,
But
that's
there's also one thing that helps me with that, and that's meditation. So I can
Oh, here we go. 2 guys that
I
meditate.
can learn
Sam.
a little bit from that.
Here we go. Sam. Moment of truth. This has been a fabulous episode. I want to thank both of our remaining Toronto Mans. You both have opened up your hearts and very vulnerable to us, so we do appreciate you both very much.
Thank you.
You're both excellent catches, but it is time for Sam to make her selection. Sam, who is your Toronto Mans today?
Oh God, this is a very, very tough decision. Thank you both for coming through today and being vulnerable and showing up and all the things. Oh, this is so tough. I want to choose both of you, but I can't. It's not that show. My choice is Toronto Man's number 2, Andrew.
Oh! My goodness! What a selection.
Wow.
Sam has selected Toronto Man's number 2, Andrew the comedian. Let's meet who you didn't pick. Come up and say hello to Sam. You are such a catch. You're a hottie. You're a cool guy. There's no doubt about it.
He's going to have another date tonight, but not with Sam, from the Instagram comments that I'm seeing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come back anytime. You're awesome, dude. Nice to meet you. Sam, it is time for you to meet your date, Andrew, 38 years old, looking for love. Say hello to Sam. Here we go.
Oh my God.
You know what? It's all right because I was not even. I never expected to be here in first place. So going home with a second, it's actually better than nothing. I got the pleasure to hug her, and that's all I could get for. Like I wish I could go on a date with her, but
Life is life.
And by the way, Sam and our lucky bachelor will enjoy a delicious dinner for two at one of the most special and romantic restaurants in the city, Blue Blood Steakhouse.
Very nice.
Located in
Castle.
Casa Loma.
Nice.
Our Princess Samantha will be wined and dined in Toronto's only castle, thanks to our friends at Liberty Group.
Okay, in the Uber on the way to the castle, as in Casa Loma, for the date.
So here's the situation. They went out for dinner.
Got their food over there. I'm checking for his table manners.
But then Andrew had a gig, so he bailed at about 8:30.
Right.
Sam's very cool, down to earth. I didn't realize Dames was sitting behind us the whole time. I didn't even see him come in. I just assumed it was Vin Diesel's younger brother.
I'm not exactly sure. The body language isn't saying much. I think I'm gonna pull in a ringer.
And Dames got, I don't know how he got it. He got in touch with Toronto Man's number 3, John, the jiu-jitsu carpenter guy.
Right.
I'm gonna message Toronto Man number 3. Toronto Man's number 3. And tell him he needs to pull up.
Literally, as Andrew leaves, Toronto Man number 3 rolls in and sits down beside Sam.
In the seat that Andrew was in.
So I think the date went well. I don't know. We'll see. I'll message Sam, see if she wants to go out again. Maybe Dames can join us and actually sit at the table instead of taking photos of us.
Let's just see where it goes.